What's up, beloved? So, been talking about this, and people just, believe what they want to believe, right? Just run with the first thing they hear, and just because somebody plays a pity party, or somebody cries, or somebody plays in front of other people wearing a mask, as if they're all innocent and trustworthy, and just to get people to believe them. And then under the cover of night, they do evil things. They do evil things to good people, right? And it don't even necessarily have to be good people, because I mean, shoot, the Bible said who was good but God, right? So it's not that, right? It's that people will lie. People will put up a front to try to harm others because of their hurt or bruised egos. There's a story out of North Carolina, okay, about and I don't really go outside of the jurisdiction of, what I'm up here to do and to talk about, right? But when there's are things that have happened to me, right? That are happening to other people, right? Or stories being covered all across the nation of the same things happening, right? It must be brought to the forefront. It must be brought to the forefront to let people know that it is happening, and people are mentally unstable. There's a story out of North Carolina about a young brother being accused of giving some girl HIV, right? 222 on a timer. And this girl lied. She lied on this dude for the sole reason that he didn't want to be with her. 234 on my timer. He didn't want to be with her, right? He didn't want to be with her. Point blank, period. And so her ego was so bruised, and she just wanted him, had to have him, right? After being sexually intimate with him. And so she lied. She made up fake text messages, okay? And need I remind you guys, like, we live in a generation that you can make fake anything on the internet. You can make fake anything on the internet. People do it every day and get away with these things for a certain amount of time, right? And this girl made fake text messages. She made a whole spectacle and accused this young man of doing this. Tried to ruin his life because he didn't want to be with her. That is evil. That is evil. And I told you I was like this. Some of the same things happened to me and are still happening to people that I didn't let treat me like garbage, to people that I wouldn't let walk all over me, to people that I wouldn't let use me and abuse me. And I broke it off with them, and then they decide to go and do something like this. Try to went whining and boohooing to a whole community, playing the victim, right? When they were the ones who were cheating, who were lying, who were stealing, who was sleeping with my parent, who my family members, and because I disassociate myself with them, now they're mad. They're pissed off. 444 on my timer. They're pissed, and they want to make me pay because I don't want to let you disrespect me, because I don't want to let you use and abuse me. So you decide that you can go over here and lie and go to the furthest extent that they can go to, rallying up people that are lying too to corroborate their story, made up story, might I add. Okay? My whole family, mother was the main culprit. My mother, the one who birthed me, who has an unhealthy obsession with me, the one who birthed me, other family members hopping on the bandwagon to make it look, to make it sound real, even taking something to court to try to have a judgment against me, doing everything that they can to try to make it seem real when it's a lie from the pits of hell. This is proof amongst proof that people are doing this. They have no conscience about it. They think it's funny. They think it's amusing. And then want to steal things that are tied to me that have nothing to do with you. You want to try to steal it. You want to make up these stories to try to put me in a bad place, put me in jail or wherever, so that you can slither on by and take what was meant for me. Trying to move me out the way and take what was meant for me. All built on lies. Not one truth in it. I don't know if y'all heard that story or if y'all seen the coverage from that story, but go look at it. Not just for not just because I'm saying, stuff that happened to me like this, but so that you'll be aware, like especially if you got sons and daughters, so that you'll be aware that people are doing this. People do this with no remorse, with no conscience. They are doing this. Clout hungry, money hungry. People don't even take care of their kids, don't even clean their house, running after a man or a woman that don't want them. And because they don't want them, they want to make their life a living hell. And they rally up troops to help them do it. These people shouldn't be allowed to roam the streets. They shouldn't. They should not. And then the justice system gives them slaps on the wrist as if they didn't just try to ruin somebody's whole life. As if they didn't come into your courtroom and make a fool out of you by manipulating your courtroom, lying on the stand, lying with their right hand on the Bible in the courtroom, just lying. Oh, but because they got a whole bunch of people with them corroborating their story, oh, it must be true. No. No. I'm telling y'all, look, the justice system, and I don't have to tell y'all this for y'all to know this. The justice system is it's not lawful. There's no justice in it. There isn't. I mean, they're not all bad, but there are more bad than good. There are more bad and corrupt than there are good. There are. And it's sad and it's disgusting. Disgusting. Repulsing. Repulsive. This is why I do not deal with people. This is why I'm by myself. I stay separate from people because of things like this. People are mentally unstable. They're mentally unstable. It's ridiculous. It I ain't gonna lie, it pisses me off. It does. It pisses me off that people can just lie like they do, and just go so far to set other people up to take falls for things that they do, that they themselves do. They run around here sleeping with every damn, excuse my language, beloved. They run around here sleeping with everybody and they mama. Literally everybody and their mama and they daddy. Unprotected. And got the nerve to try to pin something like this on somebody else. Knowing good and well that they are the ones doing the exact same things that they're accusing someone else who has not done it and who is not doing it. This is the direction the nation's going in. This is the generation that we live in. Of teenagers, of young adults, supposed to be young adults, of even adults, even people. My mother is dang near 60 years old, and she running around here with 20, 27, 26 year olds stealing stealing 20 something year olds from their relationships cuz you want to be valid, cuz you think you're a teenager or what, adolescent. Grow up. Stay in your lane. Mess with somebody around your own age. You're damn near 60. They're in their 20s. Why are you running after your daughters and your sons' boyfriends and girlfriends? Sneaking around, going to motels with your daughters and sons' boyfriend and girlfriends. What is wrong with you? Sick in the head. Sick. 1, 2, 3, 4 my timer. Sick in the head. I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm glad it's on Front Street now. I am so glad that it's on Front Street. So other people can see that this is happening. This is going on. Now, as I always say, God defends me. God protects me. He defends me at every turn. So I'm not worried about no human people, no man or no women coming to my aid when they know for a fact that these people are lying. For a fact. But they're so much of a follower that they're willing to go along with the lie because there's some type of benefit that's been promised to them out of the situation. That's sick. Sick. Disgusting. This is why I stay to myself. This is why I'm separated from people. This is why I don't like to mix and mingle and really, to be honest, I don't like to meet new people. I don't. I don't. Because there's a lot of work we're going in just to wonder what people's motives are. Because I can't. I had to learn the lesson that people don't have the heart that I have. They don't come into things with the same motives that I do, which is no motive at all, other than me being actually loving towards you, actually kind towards you, actually wanting to see you do better as I am trying to do better. There's no other expectation out of that out of me that besides that. I don't get in friendships and relationships to use the next person. Oh, I don't think, oh, what can I get out of this? What can I benefit out of this? Out of not in a negative manner, right? Of course, I think what is this relationship gonna benefit me, right? Because there's no sense in having nonsensical relationships. There's no sense in that. Like we're not just friends just to be friends and lollygag and just mess off together. No, what are we around each other for? Are we growing together? Are we elevating together? Are we learning things from each other? Other than that, what business do we have associating with each other? What business? I'm not into wasting my time in any shape, fashion, or form. That girl should be ashamed of herself. Straight up ashamed of herself. Like, why would you do that to somebody? Why would you do that to somebody? Lie. Go through all this making fake text messages and why would you do that? Is some evil. Evil, beloved. That is some evil. It's not just it's not just mental instability, it's evil. And people need to pay for that. People need to be penalized for that. And best believe when I know when at the end of all of this, when I know every single name, every single person that defamed me, had my name in their mouth, I am gonna I am gonna prosecute to the fullest extent of the law. And I mean the actual law, not this crooked system. Everybody's going to pay for that. For the lies that are in their mouths, that are coming off of their tongues. Everybody's going to pay for it. There's no slaps on the wrist. No, because you knew what you were doing. And you had an ambition to ruin, to maim, to cause chaos and destruction in the next person's life. Why? Because they wanted to be separate from you. How dare you? How dare you? Because they wouldn't allow you to control them. You don't have control over your own life. How you gonna try to control the next man or the next woman's life? That's clown-ish. Clown. Bozo. Just imagine, like, imagine what could have happened to that young man. Imagine what could have happened to him, other than his name being ruined. Imagine what could have happened to him. Somebody could have came and tried to hurt him, like for real. Somebody could have took that young man's life for what they thought he did, and he never did. All because of a lie. It happens every day. It happens every day. People die every day for lies. Because somebody's ego was bruised. Just for the simple fact that another person doesn't want to deal with another person. Oh, so you gonna make me deal with you? Oh, you gonna make me be with you? That's evil. It's evil. It's devilish. It's satanic. People need to be prosecuted. Absolutely prosecuted. There's no defense to that. I don't care what People try to blame it on, and it is mental instability. It is, but still, yeah, childhood wounds involved and all. Still, that's not an excuse. That is not an excuse. These people are calculative. They know exactly what they're doing. So no, it's no excuse. Pleading insanity, it's no excuse. You ain't insane. It's proven by all of the calculative measures that you took to frame, to try to destroy, to cause chaos. And these are narcissists. They crave attention, power, control, but have none of their own. None. They need to be seen. Oh, look at me. Look at me. That's all these people. Man, I'm so sick of this. I wish somebody would do something about it. I'm tired of people just being able just to do these evil things and kiki about it. And that's the reason they feel like they can do it. Cause who's gonna stop me? Oh, who's gonna who they beloved? Boy, without God, God is the only reason that I have not taken things into my own hands. And be totally, blatantly honest with you, God is the only reason that I have not taken things into my own hands. That I am not in prison locked up right now for some get back. I'm glad vengeance is the Lord's. I'm glad it is. I'm glad it is, beloved. I'm glad it is. I am glad it is. Because these people are evil out here. They will push you to do some things. And most times than not, that's their goal. They want you to react a certain way so that they can say, oh, see, look, I told you. Like people need to learn manipulation. People are manipulated on a daily basis and have no idea. And they keep doing the same things, going through the same hurts, the same things. Why? Why? The person showed you who they were the first time, the second time, the third time, the seventh time. They showed you who they were, yet you keep on going back and wondering why this person keeps doing the same thing. Because they're manipulative. Because they're narcissistic. And I know that word gets thrown around a lot, but it is happening a lot. And only people that have been through it can talk about it. And people who haven't been through it look at the people who have been through it like they're crazy. Yeah, because you haven't been through it. You don't know. You don't know the damage that a narcissist does and the havoc that they wreak on the human mind, on the self-esteem. It's like people just don't believe nothing until it happens to them. They don't want to pay attention to nothing until it involves them. That's like having for example, that's like having you watch on TV people having their houses broken into and or being held at gunpoint. Oh, you don't believe that can happen to you until it happens to you. Then you care about it. Then you know that it's real and that it occurs. But before that, didn't even cross your mind. Other than what you see on TV or what you hear about in the news or what you hear about happening to Ron and them down the street. Uh, well, I'd be happy when the Lord. Well, I'd be happy when the Lord does. I'd be happy when the Lord does all of this, man. So this it'll be over with. It'll be done. It'll be over with. It'll be done. And we don't have to experience none of this anymore. We don't have to. We don't have to go through these pains and these grievances and just we don't have to go through this anymore. We won't have to go through this no more. And people will pay for the things that they do. I mean, they're gonna pay for it anyway. You get what you get back what you give out. That's for certain. That is for certain. But people need to know this ain't a game. It's not. This is why I mind my business and I stay to myself. This is exactly why. I don't bunch up in groups. I don't do the cliques. I don't do I will not be bunched up and grouped in with nobody uh uh to say that I was a part of anything. You are who you hang around with. You are who you're in relationships with. You are. Even if you're not doing the things they're doing, these are your friends. So if you're not doing it now, you'll end up doing it. What's the saying? Uh, uh, bad manners corrupt good character, or something like that. It's infectious. It's like a plague. It spreads. You hanging around with people who do evil things, you're gonna end up doing those evil things. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You're going to. And I think it's called. I think it's bad morals corrupt good character or something like that. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But beloved, if you ain't heard of that story yet, it's still fresh. Y'all can look it up on YouTube and find it. But look at it. Be knowledgeable about it, especially if y'all got young sons or daughters. Know that people are out here doing this. Know that they are, and tell your kids, your young kids or your older kids, tell them, warn them. Be careful who they mess with, who they come into contact with, who they call their friends. People saying that they love them. More times than not, love is just a word to people that they use out of their mouth, but their actions show none of that. Their actions show none of it. Sorry, beloved. I didn't mean to get so passionate and go so hard, but I mean, it's happened. It's happened to me. It's been me and me alone. Well, God with me and my angelic protection. But if I didn't have that, all these people would be able to do just that. They'd be able to do what they're trying to do. They'd be absolutely able to do it. Absolutely, because it goes unchecked. It goes unchecked. Be careful out here, beloved. Be careful. Be knowledgeable. Be sober. Be vigilant. Because the enemy is out here using whoever will allow him to use them, to do his filthy bidding. And it's not all the devil. Okay? Yeah, the devilish acts and everything. People got free will. Okay? I'm not gonna blame everything on the devil. No. It's not all the devil. It's not all Satan. No. People choose to do these things for the love of money, clout, to be seen, to be famous, for their 15 seconds of fame. or 15 minutes, whatever it is. Be careful, beloved. Be careful. People out here don't have no morals. They don't have no values. They don't care about nothing. They don't even care about themselves. They don't even care about themselves. They're sacrificing themselves just to try to bring a person that's doing better and trying to do better down. Oh, you think you're better than us because you don't do what we do? I'm better than what you do. You're damn right. I'm better than what you choose to do. Absolutely. Because I choose not to do it. I choose not to do it. Doesn't feel good to me. Doesn't feel good to my soul, to my spirit. Absolutely not. So if you think that's, if you want to call that being, somebody thinking they better than you, then you go ahead. You put the name to it. But I ain't better than nobody. I tell you that myself. I'm not better than the next person. I'm better than the things that people choose to do, absolutely, because I do not choose to do them. Am I perfect? Absolutely not. I never claimed to be. Am I always right? Absolutely not. I never claimed to be. That's for Jesus. That's for God. They're the perfect ones, not us. Which is why we need the Holy Spirit. Which is why we were gifted the Holy Spirit, because we fall short of the glory of God every single day. I'm in tears when I pray, when I talk to God, because I want to be found upright before Him. I know I'm not perfect, and I don't try to be. That's a lose-lose situation. But I try to do my best and walk with integrity and morals that I will let nobody else change. That I will let nobody else come and change the morals that I have and the values that I will let nobody. I die first. I'll die first before I compromise myself. I'll die first. I love y'all, beloved. Be careful. All right? I love all you guys, beloved. Be careful. All right? All right. Later.